land, the animals, the plants. Within Lakota philosophy, we're kind of all a part of everything. I think you can feel it when you're out in these regions and when we're out gathering some of these foods and flavors that people have been utilizing for millennia. Indigenous foods is just the knowledge of our landscape. Nobody had any sense of what Native American food was, and it was something that I had to figure out. My name is Sean Sherman. I am the CEO and founder of the Sioux Chef. Dana Thompson and I have been running the company since the beginning. Our mission is not only revitalizing Native American cuisine, but it's also re-identifying what North American cuisine is to people. I was barely 13 when I started working restaurants. Kind of ridiculous to think about how I could walk around the city and find food from all over the world and nothing to represent the indigenous cultures that were right there and had been making food there for millennia. I had kind of this epiphany moment where I just realized like I should be focused on the background of my own heritage. I'm an enrolled member of the Ogallala Lakota Sioux tribe, where Pine Ridge and the Badlands are all kind of merged together. You know, the land is not ideal for growing things. It is a tough landscape, and that is the land that was given to the Lakota to be their home place. There were no restaurants on the whole reservation. It's a large area. You know, those disparities you see, and just health problems in general. And we lost a lot of our food knowledge and a lot of our traditional ways around food. One of the best parts about the indigenous foods is the health aspect. It's this awesome, low glycemic, lots of plant diversity, low salt. It's almost a perfect diet, and we can, really work on a lot of these health problems just through our traditional foods. Part of the reason for having this dinner party is to announce our nonprofit, the North American Traditional Indigenous Food Systems. Part of our business model is to utilize indigenous food producers first. For example, Thunder Valley. How's it going?
Hey, Sean.
How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. Well, I'm excited to see what you guys have going on. I haven't been out here for a couple of years.
Our garden here is actually our classroom, and we host workshops and trainings on every aspect of this garden.
We try to incorporate as much as we can from foraging whatever's in season at that moment to be a part of our dinner. Really fortunate that I could call up my Uncle Richard, who happens to be an ethnobotanist, an expert on the plants in the Badlands, and was able to take us out to Sheep Mountain Table to do some foraging. What we're looking for is just anything we can add to the dinner tonight. So any of the wild flavors that are out here, I'd imagine we can pick up some sage and probably some juniper. But what do you think's out and about right now at this time of year?
Well, it's kind of late in the season now, but we might look for some choke cherries if there's some left. And we have one called Bush Morning Glory. is a plant that grows back here. Seems to be a profusion in this area.
We just enjoy cooking foods that really taste like a place. We just submitted our paperwork for our nonprofit called natives.org. Natives.org is focused on food education and indigenous food access. So the restaurant we've been working on is actually going to be housed under the nonprofit.
It's been a wild, fast, furious 4 years.
We're trying to make food with only indigenous ingredients, so we've cut out anything that wasn't here before. So we're not using any dairy, any wheat flour, any processed sugar. We're not even using beef, pork, or chicken. And we spent the last couple of days out in the Black Hills and Badlands gathering some seasonings and herbs and flowers and things to use on the plates.
It was a huge inspiration to us as we're launching this nonprofit.
We're kind of at the spot after many, many years of being kept down to having this potential to do something new by utilizing the knowledge of the past and the tools that we have today to evolve this food into something new and beautiful for the future. Understanding other people's food is a great way to really understanding who they are. Food is the one thing that we all have in common, and food is something that we can all share together. It's important to have that sense of community. We should be the answer to our ancestors' prayers. It's about this next generation of youth coming out and the knowledge that they'll carry.